including 2 secret spawn eggs, 4 secret paintings, and much more. These are the 28 secret Minecraft items you can only get with commands. Number 1 is the bundle? But wait, I thought this was supposed to be added a long time ago, is what you're probably thinking, because this item was actually announced all the way back in 2020 and was supposed to be added in the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. Most players already know the gist of how the bundle works. It functions like an early game shulker box, able to store up to a total of 64 items, separate or the same kind. They were actually craftable at 1.18's experimental snapshot 1, and the recipe looked a little something like this. However, Mojang quickly made them command only after the countless bugs this item seemed to cause. Right now, if you want to use the bundle in the latest version of Java, you actually have to enable a data pack when creating a world. The devs have stated that the bundle will most likely be added after the 1.20 update, so for now, this is a command only item. Now, remember the 2 secret spawn eggs from the intro? I was not lying. If you've been keeping up with the recent Minecraft updates, you probably know that the golem spawn eggs were added, but you probably don't know that 2 more secret eggs were actually added with them, the ender dragon spawn egg and the wither spawn egg. And yes, they work on spawners as well, but the same "it needs to be dark for hostile mobs to spawn" rule still applies. Only problem is, no one knows why Mojang decided not to include these eggs in the creative menu. My guess is that they didn't want little Timmy accidentally confusing a wither skeleton egg with a wither egg and turn his Minecraft world into a historically accurate representation of a World War II battlefield. Now, you might have seen this YouTuber called Chris the Cow paint with light while making the entire universe in Minecraft, but what you might not know is that the item he used is literally a block of light. Yes, that's actually in the game. By using the following command, players can obtain a block of light, and when placed, it radiates a certain light level that ranges from 1 to 15. 15 is the brightest and is actually equal to daylight, and most hostile mobs spawn below the light level of 8. You can alter the light block's brightness by right-clicking on it when placed down, but if you want to do it a bit faster, just add a new parameter while using the /give command to specify the brightness. It also acts in a similar manner to the barrier block and becomes invisible when you're not holding the item. You've probably seen these weird pink potions and arrows that give no effect on other YouTubers' videos before. Basically, these are what we call placeholder or default items. The reason as to why they seem to do nothing is because they're not meant to do anything. These are templates that Minecraft developers use to create the hundreds of varieties of potions inside the game. Think of them as a blank canvas that programmers slap some color and information onto. We actually have splash, lingering, drinkable potions, and a tipped arrow, as well as a suspicious stew variant. You can also use an online command generator to speed up your custom potion making. Now, up next we have the empty map, the empty written book, and the empty enchanted book. See, these items are pretty similar to the placeholder potions we just talked about. The empty written book is basically a book without data such as the author, title, and number of pages, and the empty map is a clean slate, since the chunks it's trying to visualize don't actually exist. In addition to the written book and empty map, we also have the enchanted book with no actual enchantments. This is the placeholder item that programmers use and later slap on the wanted enchantment onto. Now, you probably know about the next 4 items, the command block and its types. The regular one uses a redstone signal to trigger a command, the purple one repeats the command until you stop it, and the chain one, well, has a chain signaling effect if you want to use a lot of different commands at once. And the last one is literally just in a minecart. I'm not gonna waste too much time on these because most of y'all probably already know what they are, but these next 4 items, probably not. Now, according to the Minecraft Wikipedia page, there are a total of 26 original Minecraft paintings. Me personally, I don't agree with that, because if you look deep enough into the game's files, you'll find 4 secret paintings representing the 4 classical elements. Pretty sure that the developer that decided to add these was an Avatar fan, because the paintings are as follows: fire, water, earth, and wind. These unused paintings have actually been in Bedrock Edition for a while now, but Mojang decided to add them into Java in the recent snapshot. To be fair, the paintings catalog of Minecraft has not changed ever since the 1.4 update, so these secret paintings are definitely a breath of fresh air. This next item is probably one that 99% of players know the name of, but have no idea what it does. The Debug Stick is a command-only item that is used to change the state of a block. By hitting a block block with the stick, you are able to right click and change through the different states of the block you're looking at. For instance, which direction it faces, whether or not it's waterlogged, or can be used to create even weirder forms like a half door or a couch. You can find every single state of every single block in Minecraft in a secret world type called the Debug world, which you can access by holding shift while changing the world type when creating a world. As you can see, there's quite a lot to go through, and you can really get creative with the stuff you can make. Now, you can find an older video of mine that goes into more detail in the description. You can use the following 3 command-only items to build any structure in an instant. You've probably either seen or heard of the Jigsaw block, structure block, and the structure void. These 3 items actually function together and are used to copy and paste structures in your Minecraft world. I feel like to truly understand how the structure block works, you want to have a demonstration in front of you, so we're gonna do a really quick one. I, for some reason, really like this house, and I want to replicate it, but I don't want to put in the effort of actually replicating it. But we have to place down 2 corner blocks first, so we're gonna put them in corner mode. We're gonna say test house 1. This is gonna be our second corner block, so we're gonna say test house 1 again, and now we have our 2 corner blocks placed down. Now, in order to save it, we actually have to place down a third structure block, put it to save mode, and then we're gonna say test house 1 again with the structure name and click on detect. As you can see, when we do this, we sort of get like a white outline encapsulating the place that we're gonna replicate later on, but this means that we can now click on save and the house is saved. So wherever I go in this world, I can at any time, at any point, anywhere, I can place down a new structure block, give it the same name as the one before, so test house 1, click on load, and now as you can see, we have this hitbox that generated again, and if we click on load a second time, we get the entire structure for free in basically an instant. And so basically during generation, Jigsaw blocks, since they're a full block, they get turned into other full blocks or stairs or slabs, just anything that has like a tangible hitbox, right? But structure voids, since as you can see when you place it down, they do not actually have a hitbox. I mean, it's visible, but it's not actually physically there. So these guys just get turned into air or just nothing, basically. They're unchanged. I'll link a much more detailed tutorial in the description, and here are the commands. This next item is basically one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in the game, because no one knows why it exists. The Petrified Oak Slab. Basically, it's a block that looks like an oak slab, but acts like a stone one. You have to use a pickaxe for a faster breaking time, and it can't be set on fire. At some point, they were even named fake wooden slabs, which makes them seem like a joke, but for some reason, they're still in the game. Have you ever seen this green, weird looking book? Well, if you've ever played Minecraft and, pressed E, you might recognize it from the crafting menu in your inventory. It's actually called the knowledge book, and it's used to unlock recipes through commands. Simply add an extra parameter specifying which recipe you want to unlock while using the /give command, and voila. Now, our second to last item is also one that you probably know of, the barrier block. This surprisingly useful item lets you place down an indestructible, invisible block. You can, however, hold the item in your hand to see where other barrier blocks are located. These guys are really useful when building borders, creating escape rooms, or parkour challenges, and basically anything else that you can think of. Finally, the last item is the player head. Nothing too crazy, but since you can't obtain a specific player head without commands, I decided to include them in this list. You can use the online head generator in the description if you want to use your own head, your friend's head, or any mob head that's not accessible in the game. Now you know more about Minecraft than 99% of other players, and since knowledge is power and power is money, I basically gave you free money. But I don't want you to owe anything to me, so you can pay it back by subscribing. Stay safe.